I actually started liking Hina after this season. I have seen Hina's season. A lot of people do have a problem with his aggression, and there have been times where I might have not agreed with exactly everything that he said. But for a show like Big Boss, I think he's a perfect contestant. अरे बाप रे, ये वो टीचर है जिनकी क्लास का पीरियड कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता है, तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब कब खत्म होगा दीदी.
One of the wild card contestants. We knew that you're entering the house even before the grand premiere happened. Like there was buzz in the media. My point is that why would you go as a wild card contestant? Was it always a plan like that, or you had to quarantine or something like that?
No, that was not the plan. But there are some creative changes that happen on the show at every juncture and every point, and it was because of that this was like decided, because I've been quarantined. I've been the longest quarantine contestant in the history of Big Boss. It's now 22 days that I am in quarantine. So मेरा तो क्वारंटाइन खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. मतलब इट्स लाइक मुझे ऐसे ट्रीट किया गया कि जैसे मुझे 2 बार कोरोना हो गया हो. इतनी बार में तो मैं 2 बार ठीक हो सकता था. I really don't know the exact reason. I was told that this is a creative call, and I respect that.
So if I give you a few names and you have to define their characters in one word from what you have seen, how would you define them? Okay. So let's start with the ladies. Let's start with the Tufani seniors first, actually. Gauhar Khan.
Oh, dude, what a woman that like, she's all fire and very, very, very. I just have to say one word or one adjective.
So you can say whatever you.
I think that girl is just amazing. I mean, amaze balls is something that we say.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'd like to say for Gauhar, and I think she has bigger balls than a lot of people.
Hina Khan.
I actually started liking Hina after this season. I have seen Hina's season. Initially, I was not a big fan of her because of the things she would say, or talk about her Instagram followers or her clothes or this and that. But this time, when I saw Hina Khan, it was a completely different person. And a lot of people are feeling that because she was something else in her season. She's something else here. Different. Yeah. Maybe it just, when you're not competing, the real self comes out.
Also, I think that maybe she is like this. Like even I had that, I had that equation with her where I didn't like her. I loved her on Khatro, and then she did Big Boss, and I genuinely didn't like her, and I was very vocal about it, like I told you in tweets. And then I got to know her, and I saw that is not her. Like that is just a part of her which has been like pushed on the show. And that's what worked for the show at times.
You're right. So for me, Hina is a newfound favorite now, a revelation, which has happened in this season.
Siddharth Shukla.
I think Siddharth Shukla is brilliant for a show like Big Boss, because this show is about putting your points across, and this show is about maneuvering your way, which he does fantastic. A lot of people do have a problem with his aggression, and there have been times where I might have not agreed with exactly everything that he said. But for a show like Big Boss, I think he's a perfect contestant. And what I like about him is that there are other things that you like in people, and there are things that you don't like in people. But what I like about him is that if he has an opinion or a thought about someone, he's not scared to say it. He doesn't care whether people will like me or not. That's a fierce quality that in life it helps you. I mean, you might not agree with him, or you might agree with him, but that's a brilliant quality for a contestant in a reality show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that I think he's a very, very strong contestant for a show.
Now, if we move on to the contestants of this year who you will be competing with, and you have to define them in one word, how would you define them? Like Nikki Tamboli.
बहुत बोली.
Rubina Dilay.
अरे बाप रे, ये वो टीचर है जिनकी क्लास का पीरियड कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता है, तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब कब खत्म होगा दीदी.
Pavitra Punia.
और बाबा रे बाबा. Hot.
Ejaz Khan.
Still not figured out.
Nishant Malkhani.
Good looking boy there.
Jan Sanu.
He's confused whether he's in Splitsvilla or in Big Boss.
Abhinav Shukla.
Yeah, I actually like Abhinav Shukla. I don't know why people are saying that he's thanda and this and that, but I think he has his own personality, and I like him. You don't have to, as I said, you don't have to break.
Exactly, he's a good person.
Yeah.
It comes across.
Yeah, I kind of like him. I mean, I would love to have conversations about how coffee was made or what word means what. People might not want it. I like him.
Rahul Vaidya, finally.
I have no opinion about Rahul Vaidya as of now. I did have in the initial week, but it has changed in the past 1 week because he's changed in the past 1 week. We don't know who is he aligned with or who is he standing for. But I definitely have a beef with him for picking on Ejaz with words like chicha and all because he's not 16 either. And he is going to be 45. So that's not something that's needed.
Thank you so much for this lovely conversation. I hope you go inside and you change the game completely. Scene palat do. And
I hope so.